Hello and happy Friday. So, we are coming to the end of our series that we've been calling Dual Citizenship, where we're talking about how to do public life as children of God. Not coincidentally, we're coming to the end of the election season, and there's a big election coming up next week. And so I'm excited this week to wrap up our series together and to have one more opportunity to help us shape our perspective according to God's kingdom as children of God. If you're a follower of Jesus, if you are a child of God, then you're not only a citizen of an earthly country, but you're a citizen of heaven. And we need to bring that mindset with us in a real particular way into this next week as we, hopefully, you will enter the voting booth and exercise your earthly citizenship. So how does this series wrap up? We're going to be in Daniel chapters 10 through 12. It's the final vision that God gave to Daniel that's recorded in the Old Testament book of Daniel. And we've already seen some incredible stories, some very unique glimpses into the way that God works in the world as we've moved through this book. And Daniel chapter 10, leading into chapters 11 and 12, give us a glimpse that maybe is more unusual and unique and surprising than any of the rest. So a little snippet, there's Daniel who, as we've seen, is a man of prayer. Daniel is praying, he's confessing, he's mourning, he's lamenting before the Lord. And in response to this lament, just like we saw last week in Daniel 9, God sent an angel to minister to Daniel, to give him a vision. The unique part of this story is that when this angel arrives, he tells Daniel, as soon as you started praying, I was sent out to come to you, but I was delayed for 3 weeks because another power, another spiritual being delayed me. But then another angel of heaven, an angel named Michael, came and helped me resist that. The Prince of Persia is the name of that spiritual being. And then I was able to come to you. What a fascinating window into the heavenly realm, into the spiritual realm, into the things that are happening in and around us that we don't have the eyes to physically see, but speak to us about the reality of the spiritual kingdom, of the heavenly kingdom, of God's kingdom, and how it's doing battle all the time with the kingdoms of this world. And the fact that that happens shouldn't surprise us. We find in the New Testament, in Ephesians chapter 6, that as followers of Jesus, as children of God, our ultimate struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the spiritual powers of the heavenly places. And so Daniel 10 gives us a unique glimpse into what that actually looks like sometimes and prepares us for the vision that God gave Daniel that closes out the book. So there's a lot there. I'm excited to unpack this final section with you this weekend. So I hope you'll join us in person or online. And I also hope this will help encourage you as we all need encouragement. I need encouragement as we exercise our citizenship this coming up week in the election that's in front of us. And then one other invitation, the day after the election on November 6th, we're going to have our quarterly family business meeting here at the church. I gave you the wrong location on Sunday. We're actually going to meet in the chapel at 6:30 next Wednesday night. I would love for you to join us there where we're talking about the vision that God has given to us and what's been happening in and around our ministries related to that vision. Every week in front of us, we see this banner that says, we want to take bold steps of compassion, hospitality, generosity, and commitment. So we're going to hear some stories and see some ways that we've been able to take some bold steps, and then also talk about some of the bold steps that are in front of us that we want to take together. So if you're able to join us for that, would love to see you there, 6:30 in the chapel next Wednesday night, November 6th, where we'll talk about the mission and vision God has given us to bring healing, connection, and purpose to people all around Lake Norman through the love of Jesus. But until then, I hope you have a great weekend. Hope to see you Sunday, and take care.